Alrighty, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the next episode of the Minecraft PS Vita Let's Play. In this episode, we're going to get working on the mining hub. I'm actually pretty excited to build this. I've been quite thinking about it quite a lot. Um, I kind of got a whole plan of how I want to do this now. Originally, last episode, I was like, oh shoot, I don't know how I want to do this because of the dropper kind of interfering with what I want to do. But, well, we got a dry spell. But now, I kind of have a plan how I want to do this. And I'm kind of just smelting some more cobblestone here. Uh, wow, let's just waste some stone. Because I don't know if I have enough stone to do what I want to do. I think we do. Like, we're gonna have just enough stone. We'll throw these in the valuables, dude. And I'm pretty sure there's still one more ocean monument. Like, we're chilling if we want to clear out some ocean stuff, dude. Like, absolutely chilling. Mad chilling. Okay. I'm gonna shear these sheep. And we're gonna get down there. I think this is enough stone. Well, of course you eat as soon as I'm gonna shear you. But I hope your guys' week is going well. My week, been pretty tired. Sunday at work kind of just like destroyed everything in my spirit. I don't want to pick that up. So basically, we're gonna have the elevator come up like right here. It's gonna be a little interesting to try and get that to work. Especially because it's kind of like pretty deep into the wall here. And we know we gotta go down to 12, and I think we just like mine over and then see where we're at. I think that's the best way, and then hopefully I just don't fall into lava. Yeah, kind of just pray. I don't know if I want to decorate this shaft, in terms of like the walls. I don't know if like a natural look would be better. Honestly, not too sure. We're at 12. So that's where the elevator needs to be. It actually needs to be pretty decently far into the wall here. So it's like a little bit awkward. So, and I wanted to make like symmetrical sort of morphing around what we have here. I'm gonna clear some of this, my stone. Okay. And I'm gonna use some wood here as a placeholder. So like, if this is the elevator, we can have it enter from this side. Or we can have it enter from the other side. And I'm kind of leaning towards we enter from this side. Like this. And then the wall is sort of like right here. And I'll take some more redstone though. Hell yeah, man. And then the wall is kind of like this. If it is gonna be a wall. I don't even know how much sense wood make. It's gonna like rot away. Gonna kind of rot away. We may use something else. I don't know. I'm just using this as a placeholder. So the awkward thing here is that we're not using for the walls. So this leads to sort of a weird sort of scenario here. Because we need to basically cover this in wall. So I feel like we only can go 3 wide, which definitely isn't ideal. I mean, we can push the shaft to the back, but then it's like you're not really walking towards the exit. So we'd have to go 3 wide on this side as well. Like this. Actually, I don't even think it matters, because we're going to be, like, morphing it around the elevator. But like I said, I need it to be symmetrical. Which is kind of the problem. Which is a little bit of the problema. I'm gonna use this as a placeholder for now. Then basically the entrance is like this. Right, and then this is sort of the wall that kind of just like morphs around it. Then you kind of have this like little hub area right here that you kind of morph around. Which I'm not too mad about. I mean, I also gotta add, you know, support pillars. It's definitely gonna be weird, but... definitely gonna be weird. Actually... yeah, I don't know, you can't really make this like an open... sort of pit, necessarily. Because then I'm like, well... why isn't there just like an entrance on the other side? Then you kind of just have these like walls here. For some reason. And it's like, why don't we just like mine the entire opening? And then kind of just make something from there. I almost kind of just like that idea better. I kind of do. But I first need to sort of actually reorganize how I'm doing this. So like, we're gonna have support beams here, which means the entrance is gonna be off. So it's gonna be like this. Our original plan here is not... the original plan for the strip mine here is not actually ideal. We go 2, like, these are all just placeholder blocks, so... like that. And then, like, 1, 2, and then, you know, we continue on that way. And then this is gonna have some support beams going up to support the roof. Like that. Because I want to get this elevator shaft done so I can actually just easily head back up. So I actually think we just break everything here. But I want this to be... yeah, because we're going to have to mine this. Shoot. No, this is okay. This is fine. All good, brother. All good. I just need to figure out to line this up. Here. I was like, oh, it's a big pit. And I was like, wait, there's gonna be a roof on it? So it doesn't matter. It actually just doesn't matter. I'm actually gonna mine this, because I'm gonna need to craft some torches here in a second. But anyways, yeah, Sunday at work, basically had the same, just completely split delivery route. That was just utterly BS. And this time, it was already practically impossible last time, basically delivering in like 3 different areas, like 3 different zip codes. But this time, Amazon was like, yeah, so we're gonna give you like over 400 packages this time, like a 10% increase in volume. And you're actually supposed to finish 30 minutes or 40 minutes faster. And we're gonna tack on, you know, an extra 30-minute apartment stop for 1 stop. And you're actually supposed to finish 30 minutes faster. Yes, 30 minutes faster. So, 433 packages. And then, Amazon management in station. I also had to. I was like 30 minutes late leaving the station because management is just literal idiots. I basically had all my carts to my van, like I was ready to load up my stuff up, and they were like yelling my name, and they're like, "You got one more cart left," and then said like my route number. And I was like, "Huh? I already have all my carts. Like, what the heck? I literally already have all my carts in my van." And so the Amazon management lady was like, "This is your cart," and I was like, yeah, my pick list. None of the stuff on this cart is mine. My pick list literally says so. None of these packages are on my pick list. It means it's not mine." And then she told like the warehouse employee to scan it again. And the warehouse employee scanned it. It's like, "Yep, CX24, that's your route." And I was like, "Okay, but it's not on my pick list." And like, I understand. And or the management lady was like, "Okay, but it says it's yours." And in my head, you know, I can't say this because I'm afraid. I'm like, I understand, Amazon management lady, that you're simply paid to boss us around on behalf of Amazon. And I know you've never delivered before in your life, so you have no idea how this job works. You're just a pathetic manager. But if it's not on the pick list, it's not my pack. It's not my package. Like, it's not on my pick list. It's not. Like, I don't even. It's just like, brother. It's not on my pick list. It's not mine. Like, you want to. Like, I already had 20 bags and 38 oversized packages. Like, my van was already completely full, and even there was no room to even put this extra cart worth of stuff in my van. There literally was not even enough room to accommodate that, even if I were to load it up. So then I didn't even really get to load up because I had to go in with the next wave because we had to get this sorted out. And it turns out that, like, just like the warehouse employee, just like, it was supposed to be CX25 route, not CX24, which was my route. So it's supposed to be Route 25, not Route 24. And it's just like, wow, what is in my packages, huh? What's in my packages? Who would have thought? What did I say? So now at 30 minutes leaving late to station, and then yeah, I had to get rescued. I mean, a lot of these routes now are just like so ridiculous and large. It's I mean, unless you're skipping all your breaks, dehydrating yourself, it's just impossible to finish, or like running. It's like, yeah, I already broke my ankle before Amazon. It's like, I'm not running stuff for a company that doesn't offer health insurance or sick days or anything, so I'm good, brother. I'm good, brother. You know? So, yeah. I mean, Amazon's just generally cracking down on it. They've completely taken over the scheduling, too. It's just based on the performance and, like, how fast you can finish the route and all this stuff, and it's just like, you know, I feel like I'm on the chopping block at some point just because I stand up to everyone and I don't really act like a robot there. So I'm like, hey, any day now, if they're like, hey, you're done with you, I'm like, all right, man. Even though, like, I'm one of the safest drivers there, like, I don't get violations, I don't damage vans, I haven't in like over 2 years, like since I was new. And it's just like, yeah, man, I just, yeah, I mean, whatever, man. That's kind of how I feel about it. Yeah, and you know, there's other people there who have bills to pay. You know, I'm in a like relatively more privileged position than a lot of my coworkers. So, yeah, I feel bad for a lot of them who are like basically wage trapped there because they got rent to pay, they got bills and stuff like that. So, kind of sad, to be honest. Okay, so we basically going like this, right? And then we're gonna have it, bro. this go across like this. Or should I have it go up one higher? I actually think that's okay. I actually think that is fine. And then one above that, we're basically gonna have a polished diorite ceiling. And then I kind of just want the walls to be cobblestone. I mean, I think they would look good like being stone brick, to be honest. Brother. 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 Fill that in, dude. So annoying. Holy. Yeah, because you see, we have to get rid of the ladder, so we really need to get rid of these are basically the support beams. And then essentially this is going to consolidate into a thinner pathway. So like, yeah, we're going to have a support beam here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this is basically going to consolidate into like a bigger sort of on each side, like a shaft, essentially. It's basically going to be like that. Then we're going to have a little elevator, you know, here, have a little sort of probably a little chest area here that sort of extends out. And yeah, so we're basically just laying the framework, and then basically on top of the diorite, that's where we place all of our stone, right? So basically gotta mine all this out. Oh, I finally got friggin' cleared to actually practice with the team. Somehow got it figured out, and they, I guess, finally after a week later got around to reviewing my stuff. It's like they were hounding us to get our documents done. They're like, you're not gonna be able to practice starting next Wednesday. If you don't get all your documents done, we can no longer practice with the team. Like, okay, cool, speedrunning. Your stuff was so disorganized, and it was really annoying to figure out, but I got it done after talking to you guys and doing blah blah blah. Like, can I practice now? It's like, no. Took us a week to review your stuff. It's like, okay, even if I figured out, like, filled it out by then, I wasn't even able to practice anyways with the team. Okay. What an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. We have this go across. I may add some supplementary support beams as well. We're really just getting the skeleton here of this hub in, because I think that's really, really important. So, that, like that. Then part of me is like, maybe we should just have cobblestone for the floor. Like, or, you know, stone slabs, maybe that makes more sense. I don't know. We don't have, like, andesite slabs and stuff like that, so, I mean, it's really, like, stone slabs or stuff like that. The reason I think cobblestone fits well with the walls is mainly because it gives it sort of a broken down look. But you could also just do that with crackstone brick, right? So, I don't know exactly how much that really adds to what we're doing. But really, I just want to get the skeleton framework in right now. And then we can kind of go from there. I do need to, I'm trying to get this wood in, and then we want to get that elevator started. So, and then, yeah, that's going to be like that. Go out like this. We're gonna try and have support beams coming off the elevator shaft as well. Yeah, this is gonna go out this way. And the problem is this is kind of gonna interfere with the elevator. Like, this literally goes directly into the elevator, like, okay. Which is why I'm sort of thinking we kind of just go like this. At least for this part. Because it kind of just makes sense. That the pillar kind of stops here at the elevator. Then it's like, okay, but why are the walls wood? But then it's like, yeah, I didn't really have a choice. But then we can kind of add some supplementary support off the elevator, right? So we can kind of just go like this. Like the elevator is a part of the support beam, right? And we can kind of continue it this way. Like the elevator shaft sort of needs to be supported. Kind of like that. Gives a different, like, sort of vibe down here. I think so. I think so. Alright, let's, this is gonna basically be water, yeah. Water in here. And then we're gonna need... some, stairs. Because we're gonna need to place... we're gonna need to place some... Ha 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 ha. Like, I don't know if we should just make, like, some makeshift design here. And then kind of this is, like, the elevator shaft. And then we kind of just have our, signs there. I was thinking about just putting a piece of glowstone up the top. I think that would actually look pretty okay. I'm probably just gonna make the shaft cobblestone. It just kind of makes the most sense. But then also something like andesite would kind of just make sense. Like something a more smooth stone that sort of looks like concrete in a way. Almost sort of makes sense. Forgot the bottom actually needs to be soul sand here. My bad, brother. My bad. Bro. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? Huh? What are we doing? Huh? Come on, bro. Just trying to build a shaft. Like, I swear on this world you just get so many creepers, it's actually just ridiculous. Like, it's actually just ridiculous. I set aside a decent amount of chunk time for recording this morning, but I do have, like, a 50-page reading to do, and I got, like, halfway done, so I have to, like, finish the other half tonight, because by the time I'm done recording this, I'm probably gonna have to eat lunch, and then get to practice, and then... Yeah, that's basically... What if we, like, curve these? What if we curve them? That loader kind of looks kind of weird, though. Looks a little strange. Looks a little strange. Oh, shoot. I wanted, like, a piece of glowstone there. I just don't know what to do here. Like, what the heck? Like, what do I even place here? You just place some, like, mushrooms or something? The classic mushroom? The classic mushroom? Some jukeboxes? No. We're not doing that. Gonna get stuck in the wall or something. Okay, so I think now... We go up. I get some andesite. Um, andesite or diorite. Polish that, and then use that to build the walls of the shaft. Because I also need to break. Because once we get that done, I can break this, and then we can actually sort of begin working on the ceiling. Then we also need to start from the top anyways, so... And we also need to grab some glowstone as well. We'll probably grab some of our stone that I smelted as well. Okay. Okay, okay. Don't be a creeper, please. 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 Okay. We're safe. We're safe. We're safe, lads. We are safe. Okay? Not blowing up today. Not blowing up today. Alright. Alright, alright. Other updates in terms of life? Yeah, it was just terrible work on, Sunday. Monday came around. Do I want to use diorite or andesite? Kinda thinking the andesite. I think that's all we need. We're gonna need decoration. Bisque. I think I'm out of brick. It's kind of... Oh, isn't that a little neat, huh? Shoot. Guess I'll just throw that in there. We'll have to get some more of that. We're gonna use sea lanterns. Sea lantern. Yeah, I'm actually debating just swapping out the floor. I really don't know how I want to do it, because, like, I want to use wood. And I'm like, maybe I should just use spruce wood? Planks? But then it's like, I kind of already used... I don't know. I don't know, man. Because, yeah, we need the elevator. Could have actually made it back one. Actually, no, it's fine. It's actually fine. Because we go like this. Okay, this is what we do. Go down. Go down. Plop our new stone in the chest. And then come back up. Craft our andesite. And then build it up. And then we're gonna have to place out our sea lanterns. Bro. Brother. Get out of here, man. Getting confused between my andesite and my stone, boys. Stone, 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 andesite, andesite, stone. Alright. But yeah, Monday really wasn't much. Yeah, because it was well, basically, Sunday turned into, it was basically a 12-hour shift. I got home. I didn't go to bed till like 1 in the morning, and then I had to wake up literally the next morning at like 7, do some homework, and then I had to go to the track at, how much do we want to go up here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Every 6, I think. every 6. I think is good. So 1, 2. Grab all this. Grab everything on our way up. That's 2 to get some gold. I like gold. Yeah, so it turned into a 12-hour shift. Wake up the next morning, got 6 hours of sleep. And from that point, so is this 6 from here? I'm trying to figure out. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's gonna be that one. Okay. I understand now. I understand the mission. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, basically turned into a 12-hour shift. You know, and then my legs were just like sore. Make sure this is 6, 2, 3, 4. Bro, my brain is like breaking from trying to do this. Like, it's actually just like breaking, bro. It's supposed to be here. 6 apart. Holy, man. I actually think it's just gonna be faster. It'd be faster if we just do it. Actually, I got a better idea. Yeah, basically turned into a 12-hour shift. Woke up the next morning, got 6 hours of sleep. Then went out of the track and had to do a hard aerobic workout, and it was just not fun. The aerobic workout the entire time just felt terrible. It just felt terrible. Then I had to go to the weight room after. Also sucked. So yeah, really annoyed with just how that day turned out. It's kind of just, that's kind of just becoming the new norm though, so it is what it is. But, you know, sucks that some people are basically trapped. Quite sad. Very sad, actually. Very sad. We'll get that iron on the way back up. And then I've kind of just been doing homework. Already finished one assignment, and then I'm doing this assignment with like 60 the really, really boring reading on EMSs, environmental management systems. Kind of just like the brain rot at companies that goes along with that, to be honest. Oh, it's so funny. Just saying that, like, a company can reduce pollution by outsourcing. It's like, bro, how is that even an option in the book, bro? Hey, we reduced our pollution because we just, like, transferred it. We just have someone else do the pollution for us. So it's technically not us, since we contracted it out. So we've actually reduced pollution. Like, wow. What a just... Yeah, there's just, like, some funny stuff in there. It's goofy. It's honestly really goofy. But that's the world we live in right now, so... Goofy world, man. Goofy world. Absolutely goofy. Okay. Here. If I fall in this, do I die? Wow. Feather falling for the win. Feather falling for the win. Okay, you guys need to stop spawning. You're actually really starting to annoy me. Like, starting to annoy me. Let's throw all this stuff in here. Did I just put these in my valuables chest? I don't know why I didn't do that. Because you're an idiot. Because you're an idiot. Like, that was not what I wanted to do. Now this is just gonna make this more awkward to try and go up here. We can actually fill these in as we go up here. We'll do that. And I was thinking it's just better as we build up. Yeah, this makes it seem like a little more polished. Like, I don't know, using wood or something, it's like, dude, over time, that would, like, rot. Like, that would rot, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So, I think this adds... It keeps that stone look, but it's making the elevator look a little more polished. A little more polished. A little more polished. And the reason I'm not placing lanterns all day around is because the way the lanterns are facing is the way that you should be facing when you come up, so you can just walk out. So that's why I'm not going to place the lanterns all the way around in a circle. As much as that would probably look cooler, it's not what we should be doing. Not what we should be doing. Oh, this takes so much longer than, like, mining down and building up, but I did not make the little shaft fall. Cause I suck. Cause I suck. But yeah, with the mining hub done, like, I can actually start strip mining off camera. Which is just gonna make things just so much better. Like, just so much better. Okay. Swap over. Then we finish that, and then we basically just go down. And then we can actually start doing our sea lantern strategy, right? So... But don't take fall damage. Okay, so it's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lantern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lantern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lantern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not lantern. Mine iron. An iron. Actually, that didn't even need to be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll break through right here. That, and then there's sea lantern there, and this side there, just like that. And I'm gonna place... Thing is, there's just gonna be water there, right? So doesn't really need too much introduction. Like, I don't even think that's necessarily necessary. Oh my god. My ass keeps falling like an idiot. Well, we can actually get the water place now, so that is good. So we go here. A little awkward. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But I think we'll actually just place a sea lantern. Where are you at, loser? Out of my lobby, bruh. Out of my lobby, bruh. Okay, so now we just basically just need a bucket of water from the top. And we're chilling. And then we should have the functioning elevator, and then we can start working on the diorite and filling up the stone on the ceiling. And then get working on the floor. This water should work. And then we should be able to eventually break this down. I don't know if we're going to fill in the walls. The sort of... Oh my gosh, brother. I mean, I'm bad at this game without telling me I'm bad at this game, bro. Bro, if we had feather falling, we would have died, like, so many times already. Just I want to get rid of the ladder, bro. It's just bad. It sucks. Absolutely sucks. Sucks. I was too paranoid about the creeper, bro. Every time it's nighttime, there's always a creeper right outside, dude. I'm telling you. Every single time, like, without fail. Inside. Go sleep. Go sleep. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Yeah, with me mining off camera, we can actually get redstone and just general materials, like we can find gravel patches, stuff like that. And we can actually start working on some goodies. Some goodies. So, then we can actually cover that up. We can start working on, some plants and stuff, some decorations around here. I do want to work on the fish farm. I do want to get some mending. This should work. Place that there. Like, all I wanted was this. That. This doesn't really need anything. Like, we should go down and check. I feel like we should go down and check. Because now you kind of just, like, fall in between here. Like that. I don't know if we should move this up one. I don't want to, like, fall and die, though. Yeah, so this should work now. Just take the elevator up. You don't even have to worry about breathing. And then you're up at the top. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, brother. Just like that. It's beautiful. I think I'm gonna grown man cry. Alright, let's get our granite in and let's start placing some granite. Placing some granite. Some polished granite to the ceiling. Alright, I'm gonna get placing some of this granite. I don't waste time dealing with inventory management. And I'll show you guys this when it is done. First, we need to craft it, though. Alrighty, so I got the ladder broken down. I got the little roof, cobblestone or stone roof here placed. And then I also got a little chute that you basically fall into here. Placed in. I'm actually gonna have to break through the floor here, actually. Like that. Then go like that, and then like that. We got all the diorite placed in. We just gotta place some torches and stuff like that. I'm debating whether we should just have, like, pillars like this, which sort of separate each of the shafts. Kind of debating on that, but we'll kind of just leave that as sort of an experimental hypothetical thing. Wanted to replace... Originally, I was like, maybe these should be stone, just because I think it kind of looks better. But then I'm like, with all the wood, I might as well just make it wood. Might as well just make it wood. Just to make it easy, bro. Just make it easy. Shoot. I think for the floor, man, dude, the floor is just so difficult. Like, I really just want to make it planks, but then I'm like, would a mine be planks? Like, I mean, kind of, right? Kinda? You know, like, eh? I'm trying to, formulate how I want this to be. And it is very difficult. Very, very difficult. This is supposed to be only 3 wide. 3 wide, and then this is like the main shaft that's gonna expand out. Just like that. Getting it mined out a little bit here. Break this down. So, the last thing is, the walls. The thing is, if we use wood pillars like this, the problem is we don't really have any walls to fill in. That's kind of that problem. But then I do think this gives a sort of streamlined look to the shafts. Mainly because we can go like that, and then each shaft is kind of its own independent entity. So I do kind of like that idea. The thing is, I'm like, do I want to use oak wood? And I'm like, yeah, okay. But then again, it just doesn't leave much room for walls, which, I mean, is fine. That just means I think we should use stone brick for the whatchamacallit, stone brick for the, not stone brick, stone slabs for the floor, I should say. My bad. It lends me to want to do that. Because there's not really gonna be any walls to fill in if we do that. It's basically just shafts everywhere, so... yeah. But I do think I am gonna do that for the floor. The only time, like, the walls is, like, here, right? But then, like, the next shaft is gonna start here. Right? Because that's 2 away from that one. So that leaves a little awkwardness there, but, I mean, there's not much that really can be done about that. So... kind of just like a... It's really hard to organize a mine, like, ahead of time. Actually, fun fact, back in middle school, like, back when I used to play OG, like, Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition when it came out, I used to bring a piece of graph paper with me in math class, and I used to, like, design things on the graph paper. There's squares on graph paper, and I used to design, like, builds, on the graph paper, like, dimensions and stuff. I was, like, 6th grade, dude. That was, like, 15 years ago, dude. That's crazy. Like, that's... or that was, like... yeah, it was, like, 2012, bro. That's, like, 14 years ago. That's crazy. That's when it came out in the 360. Yeah, okay. Man, I do really like... it requires so much wood, but, like, not like we don't have enough wood. Not like we don't have... the problem is, like, my only problem is, like, then it looks like that. And then now it just looks kind of weird. Because, like, this is not actually connected. Like, it doesn't actually look symmetrical. This is, like, the whole problem we're gonna have with the mine, honestly. That's just the whole problem we're gonna have with it. Because now the alternative is, like, okay, we break down the walls and we place down stuff in the walls, right? Okay. Cool. And that doesn't leave us with, like, support beams. At least in this side of the mine. Because at least here, we can actually add some support beams into the mine. Right? And the mine would be supported, like, all the way through. So I think we're just gonna have to deal with it, I think. Just, like, hashtag deal with it. Is it weird? Yes. Is there anything being done about it? Not really. This is kind of just like a work in progress. So... yeah, not much can be done about it. So... just a hashtag deal with it. So we'll get all this stuff placed in. Is it awkward? Kind of OCD triggering. But you can't expect a perfect mine. I mean, if you see mines in real life, they are definitely not symmetrical. We'll say that. If any of you guys have watched Ghost Town Living, you know what I mean. You will know what I mean. Great channel, by the way. Go look it up. I'm not even gonna explain. He basically is reviving an old abandoned mining town of Cerro Gordo in Southern California. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Would recommend. Okay, so I think the next thing at this point is basically just getting the floor in. I wanted to fit a storeroom down here, but I just don't really know how I'm gonna do that right now. Need time to... Need time to cook. Time to cook, man. Because like, it's just gonna generally... This is just, like, awkward. Literally, like, I can't even put a torch above this one! I can't even put a torch, so I'm thinking we just put torches along here. I think. Because basically what we're gonna do is, like, once this strip mine is done, right, we went to, like, the complete other side of the world, and have, like, explored everything off of it, or mined every resource out of that, sort of... What is it called? Like, that, section of the mine. We just place some iron bars and seal it off. Because there's just no point in, like, going back in that direction, right? So... I think that is pretty good. Yeah, we just place stuff there. Like, this, of course, is a wall, right? So... We're gonna have to figure out that. Because then the next one is here, right? Like that. We got some lava. Let me go over here. We kind of got all that placed down. Yeah, we just place them on the intermediates here. Just makes it easier for me. For me. So, it's like this, you don't have any pillars here, but it's like, doesn't really matter, especially because there's no way to center it, so it'd just be too awkward. It would just be a little bit too awkward. Basically, what I'm envisioning here is we kind of have a support beam system continuing to go across here. Basically throughout the entire mine. As we sort of mine it to the edge, right? So... And then the last thing, I'm just gonna use stone slabs for the floor, I think. I may use wood. Because the thing is like here, we can actually make it quite symmetrical here. And not be awkward about it. Because basically, we go like this. Go like that. Go like that. And we can actually save wood here. Go like that. Place cobblestone. Then we go like that. And connect it across. Just like that. And we kind of just have this continue all the way along. Right? This will probably be like our first shaft here. We'll probably end up going like this. Like that. And then essentially we just need to fill in this wall, right? So... I'm thinking just to make the walls cobblestone. Anytime there is a wall, we just make it out of cobblestone. Just make it out of cobblestone. It's like we can't make that wall in depth, right? Because it's just impossible. So the shaft is kind of stuck. Sort of looking a little weird, but it's okay. It is okay. Then we basically just fill in like that, right? Then torches here. Torches there. And it's kind of just all coming together at this point. Like, basically just the flooring. So, I'm gonna get mining out this floor and we'll get all the stone placed in, or the stone slabs. Hopefully I have enough. Probably should have enough. And we'll see how that looks. Alrighty, so I just finished the flooring up. I decided to come to the top so you guys can see exactly what we did in its totality. So yeah, so basically it just looks like a floor, fine down, and then you have this little glowstone wood thing in the center that you drop down into, just like that. And I dropped this down one a little bit, just so I think it looks a little more, adds a little more depth, and it makes it easier to kind of hop in here. This is pretty much how it looks. I think it looks pretty dandy, if I do say so myself. The last thing that I want to do is potentially build a little outlet here. I don't exactly know what I'm doing here, but something like this. So that basically, because like, okay, if I'm gonna fit a storeroom down here, if I even want to do that, exactly how is that gonna look? And the problem is, uh, it kind of can't, to be honest, because we need to be 3 wide at least. So like, that's pretty much the room that we have to work with to make a wall, right? So it's kind of just a little weird or a little awkward to sort of do. Now, what we can do though, and it's gonna be a little awkward, it's gonna be a little weird, but I think it'll be fine. Is we just make some chests. And this is sort of like a temporary storage thing that I place stuff in so that I could easily bring it up to the surface, right? So you kind of just have something like this. We kind of just have some double chests here, followed by like 2 crafting tables right here. You know, it's like the little entrance to the thing here, and you can kind of just access it from both sides. Yeah, I think that's okay. And it leaves 3 wide here too, so it's basically 3 wide sort of all the way around. So I think it fits a little better. We can also add some storage sort of along the edge here, sort of facing the other way. So something like here. Something like that. And then, as a final thing, we can add just some furnaces like this. Just to add a little bit of something. A little bit of something. So if you need to like temporarily smelt something real quick, then you can. It's not like a big deal. So yeah, I think that sets up this pretty nicely. In terms of a mining hub, you have a 3 walkway all the way around here. Perfect. This is like 4. Like, okay, perfect. Yeah, so I think, I don't know if we should make this 5 wide based on what I want to do. The problem is like this isn't 5 wide, so, but I don't want this axe to break though. That's my issue. I'm probably just gonna make a stone axe for right now. Next episode, May Cave, and we gotta build an AFK fish farm, lads. Gonna have to happen. It needs the mending. Needs the mending. But I may actually condense this by 1. Because basically, like, the strip mine is gonna be multi-layered, if that makes any sense. Like, if we ever get to that point. So I would like to that actually can stay. Preemptively, make the mine. Problem is, this actually can't be 5 wide. But never mind. Never mind. Because if we line it, then it's 6 wide. Which maybe that's actually okay. Actually, that's actually I'm just breaking everything, man. I'm breaking everything out here. So we'll go like that. Then. Just a short small, tiny adjustment here. It's crazy with, like, efficiency and stuff, like, just using this stone axe. How much it just, like, slows you down. It's actually kind of insane. But I definitely would like mending and stuff. So we may build an AFK fish farm next episode. And I may do some mining, strip mining, now that we actually have the sort of the mine set up here. Off camera. So that's cool. So yeah, we gotta break that. So yeah, I'll get some strip mining done. Get some redstone, hopefully get some materials, find some gravel patches. We can actually begin working on the pathway for. So how I don't even remember how I was doing this. So bad, man, so bad. Yeah, that's just like here. It's just out one, basically. Just out one, and this was going like that, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think that was just like that. Was it? Yeah, it was. Because we were then going like that. Okay. Yeah, I had to mine all that obsidian, so we got a little bit of obsidian. I don't have the thing to fix this right now, but I just want to get sort of the basic structure on this side sort of in, because that's going to set us up nicely. Because we're going to go this direction first, so. You can see our little stuff on the map, bro. That's so cool. I love that when you can see our builds on the map. Epic. Absolutely epic. Okay. That's pretty much the mining hub. You know, minus I want to put some pots right here. I kind of don't know what else to put right there. In terms of a decoration. Kinda don't really have anything. Although, honestly, ender chests wouldn't even be that bad of an idea. Really would not be that bad of an idea. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get some strip mining in, off camera. And definitely get this stuff brought up and organized. So we can delete these chests here. And next episode, we're probably gonna get working on a fishing farm. I do need to start getting lily pads to cover up the sugarcane farm and start actually getting some mending. But yeah, the weekly episodes, I think they're turning out pretty good right now with my busy schedule. It's kind of like the weekly life update for me, what's been going on, stuff like that. Hope you guys enjoy the live stuff, and we're just chilling out, playing some Vita Minecraft. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for the fish farm.